bulls. Moo. Bulls fight, right?
I'm Hayden from Climate 200, and that was Barnaby Joyce speaking in cow, trying to resurrect a debate over whether or not we should have a net zero policy. Barnaby has regrettably been making headlines recently, and we should probably chat about it.
Trying to train their horse, breaking their horse to eat rocks.
After having to defile my eyeballs and melt my brain by listening to whole minutes of Barnaby speak to create this video, I have compiled a list of his most salient points as to why we should ditch net zero, and more importantly, why his thinking is so silly. A good place to start is that sometimes people aren't worth your time, because what they're saying is idiotic. The Paris Agreement, which requires participants to get to net zero, was signed 10 years ago. This isn't up for debate. Been there, done that, got the commemorative t-shirt. People like Barnaby have worldviews, or perhaps just political positions, that are not consistent with reality. They either don't know what's going on or they don't want to. And by taking that bait, sometimes we delay real action.
You're a denier. You're a denier.
Unfortunately, people will repeat his talking points, especially now that One Nation and climate-denying libs have joined the chorus, backed by Sky News. So let's talk about some of those points.
China's out, Canada's out, New Zealand's out. They work on the premise that we're all playing the game, and we're not. The globe is not.
The world now invests almost twice as much in clean energy as it does in fossil fuels. And almost everywhere, solar and wind are now the cheapest sources of new electricity and the fastest growing in history.
So we should jeopardize everyone's futures because you think you saw some of the worst kids on the playground doing it? This is the reasoning of a bratty child, except maybe that's unfair to kids because most of them will tell you that two wrongs don't make a right, Barnaby.
So what are we doing this for? What is the purpose of this?
Who's going to tell them about climate change? As much as people like to talk about the fact that Australia's slice of global emissions is small, even though we actually have very high emissions per person, we are one of the largest fossil fuel exporters in the world. We have a lot of power to make change as a nation.
You can believe in the Paris Agreement, or you can believe in pensioners and lower power prices.
Seeing these things up close was absolutely frightening. I mean,
yes.
The most important thing to dissect here is this really effective tool of manipulation, which is often used in climate debates, which is to create a boogeyman, in this case, net zero, which you then attribute everyone's problems to.
It's the fact that we're emasculating, deindustrialising Australia and making ourselves vulnerable if we come under attack in a time of a war. That's what you should be worried about. It's a really dangerous thing that's crucifying our cost of living and really hurting people.
You get them to believe that this is the source of all their troubles, and you colour their view of it so that there's no eggs because of solar panels. Wind turbines caused my divorce. No, Barbara, there's no eggs because of bird flu spreading through our industrialised animal agriculture system. And no, Danny, your wife left you because you're an The real culprits when you rip off the Scooby-Doo mask are the same vested interests time and time again. The cost of living is so high because of the price of fossil fuels and big corporations making record profits by exploiting us in our tax system. Renewables are the cheapest form of energy, dummy. I'll leave you with this stunning ideological position.
You know, there was a person who was trying to train their horse, breaking their horse to eat rocks, and it had just about done it and the damn thing died.